Hey guys, it's Derek with Cherry Blossom answering more questions you asked, we answered. And one of the common questions we get, especially with people who've never tried any sort of CBD or hemp-based product, is how much CBD do I take? So that's a very good question. That's a very good question, especially being that a surprising amount of people really still think that CBD does have some sort of intoxicating effect. It does not get you high. I feel like I have to say that in every single one of these videos, and that might happen for a while. So if you get tired of it, that's fine. But I think I just need to reiterate that to some of the people who are still kind of toying into the culture. We want as more people coming in and embracing these cannabinoids as possible. But so what we're seeing is most people take somewhere between 10 and 30 milligrams of CBD a day. According to a study by New Frontier Data, that's about 26% of people. And then the next step down is probably like 17% take less than 10 milligrams. Now, there's a lot of factors in there, why you would take less or more. Some people, a lot of people they're just towing in. They just want to have a little bit of CBD in them. That maybe they're just feeding their endocannabinoid system and not necessarily, trying to help themselves as far as their anxiety or pain or inflammation or sleep or anything like that. Maybe they just believe in cannabinoids, and I just want to keep having this in my system every day. Now, if you're not used to that, also starting with a low dosage is probably the smartest thing until you learn how these things interact with your body. We're all chemically different. People are taking different sorts of medications, so all these things to consider as well. Now, the 10 to 25 milligrams is probably what you're going to get in most doses, whether it be in CBD or Delta 8. A lot of 10 milligram gummies or 25 milligram gummies, some 50, but I don't really see them a lot in that high unless they have some sort of intoxicant in them. Or capsules, a lot of times between like 25 and 30, and that's usually a pretty good amount to take every day. And also, like I said, there's other mediums. Of course, if you're taking a dropper, a lot of droppers are a full milliliter. And if it says on the bottle like how many milligrams per milliliter, then you can pretty much guesstimate, was a half a dropper or a quarter dropper, like what type of dosage you're getting yourself. Hard to estimate with flower. Flower is all different. It's grown differently everywhere. It's just, sun and sorts of things influence, cannabinoid content, terpene profile, and all that. So that's a little harder to judge. And with vaping, if I remember correctly, I think every vape is somewhere between like 10 to 15 milligrams of CBD. And that could vary because depending on how concentrated your vape cartridge is and what it's made of, was it distillate, live resin, what have you. So I hope that gives you a little bit of kind of information about how much, like if you want it, like if you're starting, we'll say less than 10 milligrams is probably a good dosage. So you call that microdosing if you want, but like a small edible or just a couple pulls off of the vape, maybe one or two pulls off of a vape, short ones. But for most people, that number probably lies around about 25 milligrams a day. And that's usually, like you said, about a half a dropper to a full dropper of tincture, an edible, or a capsule. That's pretty much it. I mean, if you have questions, please reach out to us. There's plenty of places to reach us at Cherry Blossom, info at Cherry Blossom CBD, info at cherryblossomhemp.com. That's the old us. Or you can reach out to us, of course, like, subscribe, share, and comment. As always. So thank you very much, or as a web submission, www.cherryblossomhemp.com. So thank you very much for hanging in there with us, paying attention, and supporting us. We'll be back next week with some more videos.